Okay, as promised, this is Wesley, Millionaire Virgin. I'm back live. This is part 2 of the Millionaire Rant here. Hold on, let me type it. Give me a second. Hold on. This is the part 2. I'm a man of my word. And I'm here. I want to answer a few more questions before I'll let you go. Okay, this is part 2. If you want to listen to part 1 will be on YouTube and Facebook and on my Instagram live story. Okay, and put your question below. Let's talk about church. Can we talk about church? Does anybody want to talk about church? Oh man, a religious discussion here. You know what? I'm gonna hold that question. Let me get the next question here. What's your question, John Troy? Go ahead. Wesley, how did you stop your heart from producing negative feelings that manifest negative realities while chasing the millionaire lifestyle? Well, John Troy, understand this. Your heart doesn't produce any negative feelings. What it produces and what it does is flows blood and pumps blood through your body. Okay, your heart has nothing to do with you feeling anything. Okay, I know we feel that way. The problem is when people say, I felt that in my heart, it's just something that they have just assimilated from other people, right? So understand the brain, our people, we're programmed people. That's it. If you heard that good things doesn't happen to good people, something like that. You know, people say stuff like that. Like if you heard that when you were young, then you just believe that. If you believe that it can't always be good, you know, what are these? I think they're called idioms, right? Or just these overused phrases like it's the grass is not green on the other side. You know, this stupid shit. You know, people continue to say, oh, by the way, if you don't like colorful language, in this video here, I'm blunt. Yes, it's black because I am black and I don't want to turn on the light because I'm relaxed. So leave this video if you don't want colorful language. If you get offended quickly, don't listen. I'm just warning you right now. All right. So the thing is, you have to understand, John Trey, your brain, based off your experiences, has certain beliefs, okay? From childhood, beliefs from your teenagehood, your adulthood, okay? And unfortunately, most of us have more negative feelings or negative experiences, which negative experiences, they birth negative feelings, right? So a lot of things in the world that take place in your life, you could be triggered, right? You could be triggered about several things. You can see a person all of a sudden get pissed. You could be driving, somebody cut you off, you get pissed. Someone say the wrong word the wrong way, you get pissed, right? So the issue is we have so many anchoring or associations to negative experiences, which while we feel negative experiences, they happen automatically. So what you have to do is recondition yourself, okay? And one thing is you don't have to chase the millionaire lifestyle. You can live the millionaire lifestyle by being the person that will attract the millionaire lifestyle. Does that make sense? Okay. You don't have to chase to be a millionaire. Like, that's stupid. The worst way to make $1 million is to chase it. I don't chase money. It comes to me. Make sense? Like, I don't chase anything. I don't chase women. I don't chase money. I don't chase opportunity. It all comes to me because I expect it to come to me. But I have created the person where these things will want to come to me. Make sense? See, one thing about attraction, if you want to attract things, you have to become a person that's attractable. And I'm not just talking about getting some surgery, changing your boobs, getting more lips, changing your nose, changing your belly. You know, I'm not talking about that. You have to become a person that people want to be around or that money wants to be around, right? It's basic things. Your money habits. Do you spend more than you make? Like, this is obvious stuff. So it's not about your heart creating negative feelings. Your heart is not doing this. Your heart is keeping you alive, okay? Your mind and your experiences, you have habitual way of thinking, and your mind have conditioned your body to feel a certain way based off experiences. So this is why you have to retrain yourself that certain experiences that you thought were negative, you say, you know what, this is positive. You lose your job, it's positive. Someone lies on you, this is a positive experience now. Did you lose money? No. You invested money. It's not working. It is working. You say, well, we're doing this. So what we start to do is, and it just takes some time, but it's okay. It's worth it. You understand that, and this is the process of learning something new. I talk about the 4 steps of learning, which all of you are familiar with. You should be. If not, just go to my website, wesleyvirgin.com. You have to understand that you have to retrain your mind to understand that the experiences that you thought were negative were not. Okay? Because if you think something is a negative experience, then obviously you're going to have a negative feeling. If someone dumped you, they hurt you, they broke up with you, they lied on you, they cheated on you, they slapped you. If you think these are negative experiences, then guess what? Your brain says, okay, this is a negative experience. Now it's time to feel negative. But if you will reframe that, okay, put the word reframe below. It's a powerful word. If you learn how to reframe things and to reframe them to your benefit. So when things happen to you, like, oh, okay, I lost the job. I lost the opportunity. I didn't lose the opportunity. Actually, you know what? I didn't get this opportunity because another opportunity is coming. Make sense? So you have to do it consciously first. Okay? And that's the tough part. You have to catch yourself doing it because, unfortunately, just like driving, a lot of you, when you drive a car, you drive automatically. You don't even think about the streets that you have to turn left and right on because you've done it so long. So you have thought a certain way for so long, so these negative beliefs and feelings just come automatically like weeds. They just grow. Make sense? So you have to train the mind. And this is what you're doing now. You're retraining your mind. Even by listening to videos like this and listening to me, Wesley Virgin, or other people, Les Brown, Tony Robbins. You know, what I used to do and what I still do, I am a student of self-development. I understand that it just doesn't stop because I'm making $1 million or I'm making a couple of $1 million a month. It doesn't mean that I have to stop listening to self-development audio or stop listening to personal development. No, I continue to do those things. It's like working out. Like, I have a pretty awesome body. I'm not going to lie. It's pretty great. I've been working on it. And but if I stop doing those things, then I get fat, right? I won't have the body that I have here today. Does that make sense? Okay. Is the Unrevealed Secrets of a Millionaire Mind a download or really CDs? They were CDs, but we sold out, so they're just downloads. Exactly. When someone fire you, like if you ever get fired, just say, you know, you did me a favor. I remember I got fired years ago. Not my first job, but the first job that I really was committed to. You know, you ever had a job that you're just really committed to? You like the people, you like the environment, and you love what you do. Well, they fired me. And instead of looking at that and being upset at the hiring manager, I said, you know, this is a blessing. This is a great thing. And I thank God for that, because if I didn't have the experience, I wouldn't be talking to you today. I would have been still climbing the corporate ladder. It's just the truth. I mean, I would have got to the top. Don't get that twisted. I would have been at the top. But I'm blessed that I was fired at the age of 21 because I thought it was loyalty with business, with companies. Like I thought that, you know, my boss was loyal to me because he said it. And I thought he'll never fire me. I thought I was never expendable, like he would keep me forever. But that wasn't the truth. And I learned a lesson that, okay, I need to look out for myself. And that's what I did, and I got rich. How do you apply that to a loss of a person or passing? Diary, that's a good question. And I can give you a story. I had a young lady that I was dating briefly. She was a friend. And I remember we had a conversation on my couch, and she was like, Wesley, you know, I lost so many people in my life. I lost my mom. I lost my dad. I lost my friend. It's like so many people around me was dying. And I just can't get over it. I mean, I can't believe they would leave me like this. And I just keep crying. It puts me in a bad spot. I mean, she had lost not only her parents, she had lost her boyfriend. He got killed. And I mean, she was just having a tough time. And I said, let me share something with you. You're being selfish. She looked at me like, what? I said, you're being selfish. Because all I heard in that conversation with me and you is how you're hurting and how they left you. Okay? I don't hear you talking about them. I just hear about you just saying that they left you and I need them. I have no one to depend on now. I have no one to call, no one. That's selfish, okay? And I ask you another question. Do you, the people that passed away, if they was able to look at you right now, do you think they want you to suffer? Do you think they want you to be in tears every night about their passing? And she said, no. She said, no, I guess they don't. You think your mom wants you to be like this and upset and mad and, crying about that she's gone? She said, no. I said, you've been selfish. And this is what happens to a lot of people, that when we lose people, like, God forbid, I never want to lose my parents, but I know one day they're going to leave. They're going to die. It's just how it is. They're going to pass away. Right? And yeah, I'll be sad and I'll be a little bit hurt, but hey, guess what? They're in a better place. They're in a place that they want to go, which is called heaven for them. Right? I don't think they want me to be depressed. I don't think they want me to cry under my sheets every night about how they gone and I have nobody else. Absolutely. I think they want me to prosper. I think they want me to take their legacy and take it to higher heights. I think they want me to be successful. I think they want me to be happy that we had a great interaction with each other, right? That we had a happy family. Not the best, but it was okay. Right? So many of you, if you ever lost someone and you're still grieving about this because you've been selfish, just thinking about yourself. You're thinking about how you need someone in your life and you can't call them anymore. You can't talk to them anymore. But listen, it's time for you to take responsibility of you. Right? Maybe they're gone and now it's a bigger reason why they're gone. For you to take responsibility of your life, for you to take ownership, for you to stop leaning on certain people and lean on yourself. Okay? So, young lady, if you lost someone, I want you to let them go and understand they're in a place where they're supposed to be. Okay? Wherever they are. But now it's time for you to be in the place that you're supposed to be here on earth. Because you're still here. You're not here to fail. You're here to succeed. Okay? Whenever someone is so attached and they just feel that they can't let a person go, it's because you're just selfish. And maybe they needed to go for you to progress. Okay? Next question for me. And I know everybody won't agree with it, and that's okay. But if you think about it, I've seen people grieve. I've seen people I've had a friend, he shot himself in the head, and, I was sad, I cried. And, I had to get over it. He's in a better place. He chose to be there, right? Because he killed himself. But his mom couldn't let it go. And she was healthy. She was fine. In 2 years, full-blown cancer, and died. Only because she couldn't let it go. That was selfish. Because she you're my son, and why would you leave me? That's what she used to say. Why would she just leave me? Why would he do that? I should have been there. Right? We start creating all these stories in our mind. And these stories, they're so debilitating. They feed off each other, and they start to kill us internally. It's called cortisol, like stress. Stress is a true hormone. It's a neurotransmitter in the body. And stress will kill you. It debilitates your cells, and it debilitates your ability to live a functional life. Okay? So, you can be sad, you can cry. But you say, you know what? They're in a place exactly where they're supposed to be based off their decisions. And if it wasn't their decision, they're still there. I think if you believe in the heaven, you believe in the God, if you believe in they're in a better place, if they're looking at you, it's not going to make them happy or excited if you're crying and depressed about them going to the place that they supposed to be. Okay? Next question here. Question for me. What do you think about church? Okay, so let's talk about church. You guys asked me again. Church. Here we go. Let's talk about church. Church. I'm so glad Jesus lifted me. Okay, here we go. So, This is going to be a religious discussion. Understand this is my thoughts and my philosophy only. You don't have to agree with me, okay? I'm just answering a question based off of that was asked. So please don't criticize me or castigate me or shame me for sharing my views about church. Is that cool? I need everybody to give me a thumbs up because my beliefs may be different than yours, okay? And if you believe in the Bible, if you believe in God, then and in the Bible it says, thou shalt not judge. So if you judge me, that means you're sinning right here on camera with me, okay? So don't do that. We don't want God to be upset with, do we? Okay, so church. It's different interpretations of church. It's different perceptions of church. This is how I feel about the majority of people that go to church. They go to church because they want to be able to listen to a person and congregate with people that share the same viewpoints about life, whatever. We call this the Bible. Let's talk about the Bible, Christianity specifically, because I grew up in a church. My dad was a pastor. I grew up, went to church like 3-4 times a week, whatever. And, I was indoctrinated in church, and I just thought the church was the deal. They preached to me that you shouldn't have sex before marriage, and this is why I didn't have sex until I turned 20. It's a funny story. So let me tell you how I lost my virginity. Don't laugh at me. So I remember taking this girl. They used to go to my dad's church, right? And we ended up being friends, and we ended up going out liking each other. And I remember driving my Explorer. And it was at the park, and now I've never had sex, right? I was masturbating, but never had sex, right? Because I didn't understand what to do, how to do. I'm nervous. I don't know, right? So I'm in the truck with the young lady, and we're kissing. We're going at it, man. We just like, oh, man, I got an erection. I'm grabbing her, and I'm just like, oh, my God. But, this is the most I've ever done is just kiss and kiss and kiss. But it's like, how much kissing can you do? So she, not me, she said, hey, you want to go to a hotel? This is a true story. I swear to God, I cannot make this up. She said, let's go to a hotel. I said, okay. What, you think I'm going to say no? So we went to the hotel, and we, we just took the clothes off, I think, when you go out this thing, we just get naked. Let's go. Get these clothes off now, right? So I'm taking my clothes off. She taking hers off. I'm ready. She said, you got a condom? I said, yes, sir. I had a condom that's been in there for years, and now I'm going to get to use it. Oh, praise to the Most High. God is the greatest, right? So I took the condom out, put it on, strapped up, and I'm going at it. Okay, and I'm in that. I'm not going to get too, I'm sorry, guys. I'm going at it, okay? And we're having sex. And this girl, I'm about 5-8 minutes in, right? Whatever. And this girl's like, she pushed me off her. She says, I swear to God, she said this. I'll never forget. She says, you're not no virgin? How are you having sex like that? And what she didn't know, I used to watch porn, right? I watch a lot of porn. So, porn teaches you how to have sex. It really does. Right? You just watch porn. You're like, okay, so is that what I'm supposed to do? And, I was a young man now. I'm not promoting porn, but this is just my story. I was watching this junk, and I said, okay, I guess that's how you do it. So she assumed that I was experienced based off my performance. I guess it was outstanding, right? So she pushed me off over and said, you're not a virgin, and I thought you was a virgin. I said, I am, but I'm not now. I said, well, I was watching the porn. That's how I learned how to do what I'm just doing here. So that's what my experience from the church girl that took my virginity. I can't remember her name. I swear to God, I can't remember her name. But let's get back to the point here, church. So what I've learned is a lot of Christian people, or even people that go to church or any type of religion, it's because they really need somebody, they need someone on the outside of them to tell them what they should do and how they should live their life. Now, let me throw this in. I do believe the Bible is a great way to live a life of morals, okay? Like, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal, treat others well. Okay, these are great moral principles, okay, that we also live by. But I think that as human beings, we know, even if I never was introduced to the Bible, I know I shouldn't steal, right? I didn't need the Bible to teach me that, right? Mama taught me that. So, but I think the Bible is it's a great way as some morality, right? And I think it's helped a lot of people. But I think that people don't realize that when they're going to church, I don't think they are actually thinking about the outcome. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, I know people that's been going to church for 10, 20, 30 years, a long time. And I asked them one question only. I said, what is your outcome? Like, you're going to church for a reason. It's like a job. You're going to job because you want to get paid so you can buy stuff, right? You have sex so you can feel good, make babies. You go work out so you can get big and strong and sexy, whatever. So you're going to church for what? And I hear people say things like, I need to get closer to God. No, but what does that mean? I said, how do you know how close you are? Like, if you 5 miles away, 20 miles away? Like, if you've been going to church for 10, 20 years, I mean, how far are you? And some people say, well, I'm building this relationship with God. And I'm like, okay, how do you know once that relationship is actually met? Like, you've done it. You hear all these strange things, from people. Just ask people, And like I said, I am not downing or throwing any type of rocks to church people. People to go to church. There's nothing wrong with that. But what's important is to know what your outcome is. And what I've seen now, because I decided to educate myself, because at first I was going to church because daddy and mama said to go to church. And I felt bad not to go to church because they said if you don't go to church, you're not closer to God, you're not going to go to heaven, right? You're talking about some fear-based manipulation. Go to church, church people, Christians will make you feel bad because you don't go to church. They'll make you feel bad if you don't believe in God. If you say God in the wrong God, if you say God damn, they be like, oh, you're going to be cursed and blasphemy. It's so much fear-based manipulation when you take your emotions out of it. So I decided to educate myself about myself. This was me personally. I said, why am I going to church? Because to be honest with you, I wanted to be rich. I wanted to be wealthy. And I know that, some people say, well, you go to church because you want to go to heaven, whatever. People have all these weird suggestions and thoughts about why they're going. And about me, and they said, well, you want to go to heaven. You want to be able to please God. And I said, okay, one, I don't know if heaven exists. I just don't know. Okay. And actually, like, if you're talking to the Wesley now, I believe heaven is on earth. And if you don't see that, your eyes is closed. But I just believe that they believe that, you're going to church because you want to believe in God to go to heaven, right? You got to continue to please him for the rest of your life until you go to a place that you hope exists. And I said, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to live my life to go somewhere. Wherever I go when I die is where I go. It doesn't even matter to me. Okay. If God or whatever spirit thinks I should go to hell, who cares? Whatever. I'll be dead. Who cares? If I go to heaven, great. What's important to me is what's going on now in the present. And I think it's what a lot of people that go to church, they don't realize is they don't know what their outcome really is. And they're so vague when they say what their outcome is because there's so many definitions. See, if I ask you guys right now, are you church people? Everybody go to church. Are you Christians right now? Let me ask you a question. Why do you go to church and what is your outcome? Like, what do you expect to get by going to church every Sunday, every Saturday, Wednesday night, Thursday night, whenever you go? I think people, now this is the real me. I think people go to church because they want to be entertained. I think they want to dress up and laugh and just like, hey, brother this and hey, sister this, how you doing? You doing all right? It's been a long time. It's been 6 days and we're back here. It's almost like an act. I think it's an act in my opinion because I see people, the same people, by the way, because when I go to church now, oh man, I can't, it's hard for me to go to church because sometimes I laugh because it's funny and I'm not, this is just my thoughts, don't throw rocks at me. Because I see the same people crying or praying about experiences that they're going to do again on Monday. They do the same exact stuff. They ask God for forgiveness. They hear the preacher preach. Oh, yes, he's so right. Ooh, man, he said it. Man, I don't know what he said, but he said it good, right? He's right. I need to do. But yet, these people are perpetually doing the same exact thing over and over again, right? And I just think that people, I hate to, not everybody, okay? I'm not saying all Christians and all people that go to some type of church are in religion. People just go there because they want to feel different. Like when you go to church, I've been to a few churches in Houston. Hey, man, you feel good. I'm not going to lie. You hear the music going. Everybody's clapping. Everybody's just smiling where, you hear the music that is definitely putting people into trances. And, one thing about church, man, the music is so transic. I mean, your mind and your emotions, it's almost like going to a concert almost. Some of these churches. Nothing wrong with it, by the way. There's nothing wrong with that. But I think that's why people are going. They're going because it just feels good. Not because they're really trying to build a closer relationship with God. Not because they're trying to do better in life. Not because they want to be rich and successful. No, I don't think so. I think they're just going because it feels good. In person, yes, I've been in Lakewood. Yeah, it's the same thing. Listen, I love Joel. Great. Okay? And I like what he's doing. But he's winning. Okay? And unfortunately, a lot of people in the congregation are not. And guess what? It's not Joel's fault. It's their fault. I think what a lot of churches, not all, okay, a lot of churches fail to tell people that they got to take responsibility. And I think a lot of people, they don't want to take responsibility, even though they say they will. Okay? So my thoughts is, I choose not to go to church. If I go because, say if I'm dating somebody, she go to church, I'll go, whatever. I hang out. But it's nothing that I actually need from that service because I understand that I'm a creator, which means whatever I want, I can have. Okay, I don't need someone to tell me or preach to me about the Bible and how Jonah and the ark and the guy with the flood and the guy in the belly. I just, I mean, the Bible itself is full of stories. Stories that are very influential. Okay? What I'm saying is this. Do your research. Okay? Find out how real or fake it is. Just do your research and come to your own conclusions. I'm just giving my thoughts, okay? Because when I talk about religion and when I thought about church and God and Jesus and all this, and if I didn't do it, I just feel bad. Some people actually feel bad if they don't go to church. Some people say, well, I missed this Sunday. That's why my life is fucked up. No, your life is fucked up because of you. It's not because you didn't go to church. But see, it's amazing how we can create so many stories about our experiences. It's powerful, right? But on the other half, some people that go to church, they need to be there. Some people are very, very successful in life. They're good people. They're getting good results. They're rich. They're wealthy. And they go to church. That's great. But unfortunately, that's not the majority. Okay? The majority is still struggling. They're still hurting. And they just don't get it. And guess what? It always will be like that. So it doesn't matter if you agree with me or not. What I want you to do to evaluate your own experience based off your own religion. Because see, my religion, or my old religion, I'm not religious now, is because of conditioning. Like when I was 1 year old, my dad took me to church. 2, took me to church. So it was ingrained in me, okay? It's a lot of that's in me that probably would never leave. That's why I say all praise to the Most High. God is the greatest. I choose to call whatever we call God, because I understand that's nothing but a metaphor. It's just something that we describe and experience that we don't understand. We can call it energy, the higher power. But what I do, I just give praises. I'm thankful. I'm never begging or asking God to do anything because I believe that God gave me everything that I need to do whatever I want to do. Okay? Which means I don't have to go to church. If I want to go to church, I can. But I'm not dependent upon church. I'm not waiting to go to a Sunday service or go to Sunday school. For what? Okay? So that's my thoughts about church there. And I hope I didn't offend anyone. But if I did, so be it. If I offended you, that means that maybe you need to evaluate something about your Christianity, something about your own beliefs. All I'm saying is this. Whatever you believe in, and this is another thing, whatever you believe in, make sure you know your stuff. That's all I'm saying, okay? There's many people that try to talk to me about the Bible, and they don't even understand the Bible. I ask them questions, and they can't answer these questions because they don't understand what they believe. Like me, anything that I do that I'm an expert at, I can explain it to you, okay? So it's very difficult for me to have a conversation with someone that's overly religious. And I can do it. Do it all the time, actually. My doorman, he's a very religious guy, but, we don't judge each other. We just, we just talk. And if I ask you a question like, well, you believe in the Bible? Yes. You believe in God. You believe in Jesus, right? You believe in Jesus. You have faith, right? Yes, I have faith. And I said, well, if you have so much faith, why do you doubt yourself? If you have so much faith, why do you worry about things? If you have so much faith, why don't you believe in you? Right? See, it's almost like you're living a contradiction, a life of contradiction. Because in the Bible, if you believe in the Bible, like in God, you believe in faith, right? You believe in things that are not seen, right? The evidence of things not seen, the evidence of things hoped for. And if you believe that, then why would you worry? Can I get an amen? Right? Something to think about, right? So what I'm saying is, not only you need to educate yourself with your beliefs and be sharp, just know what you're talking about. Two, you need to actually apply what you believe. If it's nothing wrong with believing in God, nothing wrong with believing in Jesus, going to heaven. But if you're going to believe in whatever book, Quran, the Bible, Buddha, whatever, well, you need to live by it, right? In the Bible, it says, well, your man must have faith. A man must believe in himself. So if you're not doing that, that means you're living a contradiction based off what you say you believe in. To me, which is insane, right? Like even the Bible, it says this. Like, it's so funny. Like it's almost like I know the Bible more than the people that are overly devout Christians and religious people. Like in the Bible, it says that a man that is warm for me, like you either be hot or cold. So God said in the Bible, or Jesus, whatever, he says you can either be for me or against me, but you can't be warm, which means he don't want you to be indifferent, in between, right? He don't want you to be apathetic. He don't want you to say, well, sometime I do it, some God, and sometime I'm not. Sometime I'm sinning, sometime I'm not, right? He said you either be all for me or be against me, right? But if you're warm, he'll spit you out of his mouth. So a lot of you get spit out right now. That's Bible, by the way. That's just in the Bible, right? So before you, speak about religion and before you share with people how they should come to your religion, make sure you know your own and have a full understanding of why you believe what you believe. And if your beliefs are applicable to the lifestyle or the life that you want to create for yourself, okay? Because maybe it's not. All right, that's enough about that. Next question. How to make beliefs? Well, you don't make beliefs. Understand. So in a few ways for a person to believe, okay? So in a few ways for a person, if you guys are getting value right now, if you're liking this, hit the like button. I'm just curious. It's a few ways for a person to believe through the people they're around, authority figures like your mom, your dad, Wesley Virgin, right? Please, anybody that's authority, right? These shape your beliefs. The people that you're around, the books that you read, the television that you watch, the music that you listen to, all these are shaping and creating your beliefs. So if you ever want to change your beliefs, let me give you an example. Say if you're broke, poor, average, whatever, and you want to have more successful beliefs because you want to travel the world and run butt naked on Bora Bora, like beautiful beaches, right? And spend tons of money on things that you'll probably never use, like me, right? But you just have plenty of it, and so you just spend it how you like it and be able to give money to the world, give time to the world, and help people. Listen, if you want to have successful beliefs, just hang around successful people, okay? Now, I know it's some smart, intelligent person is thinking, well, Wesley, I don't know any. I just know broke people. All I know is the average. That's it. I don't know any successful people. And by the way, successful people don't want to hang around me. Listen, successful people go to the golf clubs, go to the nice restaurants. You don't have to order nothing. You can order water. Just say, hey, give me a water. People think it's scotch. I don't know. Dress up nice. Go to the bars. Nice 5-star restaurants. You don't cost any money to go there. Right? Go to the clubs. You don't have to enroll. Just say, give me a walkthrough. Right? I mean, think about it for a second. Successful people are everywhere, right? It's just, what is your willingness? Teachability index. What is your willingness to get around them? What are you willing to do it? You can go in neighborhoods where rich people are and just park your car and walk around like you're walking. And one thing about millionaires, they love to walk in their neighborhoods, walk their dogs, and talk to them. Make sense? So that's one way. That's how you make and create new beliefs, by getting around different people. Another way is just stop listening to the TV. Just turn the TV off. Right? Watch and listen to successful people. Guess what? They're online. That's the great thing about the internet and YouTube. Like right now, I probably would never meet you guys. Like I won't meet a lot of you. I hope I do, because I love to shake your hands and give you a hug. But be honest with you, I'll probably never meet you, but you're on the internet right now with me, and I can hear you breathing. And you're breathing too hard, by the way. But like I'm saying, you can experience me even though I'm not there with you. Like I'm living a totally different reality than you. And right now, you can hear my voice. I'm rich. We do between $500,000 to $1 million a month, my companies. And maybe you make $20,000 a year, right? But yet, you're having a pseudo conversation with me, right? It's like this conversation that's not really real, but it is real. Because I'm talking to you directly. Does that make sense? It's the power of the internet. That shapes your beliefs as well. Does that make sense? Next question. I was just kidding about the breathing too hard. Relax. How you talking, but listen to my problem, or can't register for my country. Okay. Can dancing create rich feeling? Dancing? I don't know, because I don't dance, man. I know how to twerk, but I don't know how to dance. I'm just kidding. I don't know about that. I don't dance, so I can't speak about that. How did meditation play a part in your success? Well, meditation allows you to clear your mind. Understand that the mind is kind of similar to a monkey. A monkey just always talking. Blah, 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 blah. Like right now, if I ask everybody to close their eyes, right, and do nothing, you'll tend to think about things, right? All kinds of shit. It's just pop in your mind, right? You'll think about, hold on, guys. I'm trying to find my charger. You'll think about probably, a bill you got to pay. You'll think about your life. You'll think about how jacked up your life is. You'll think about how you like this girl, this guy, but they don't like. It's just, the mind it's very sensitive. It's complex. So the mind is always doing that. So meditation allows you to organize your mind so you can focus properly on one thing. Okay? When you focus on one thing, you're able to put all your power and synergy in that thing, and it can be great. Anything. It doesn't matter, whatever you want to do. Meditation just allows you to calm. Athletes do this. Ellen DeGeneres, Oprah Winfrey, LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, God rest his soul. They all did this. Because meditation keeps your mind clear of the chatter. Okay? That's why a lot of you say, oh, my head hurt. My mind is just working too much. Well, because you need to have some downtime where you just sit in silence. And I know it's difficult for a lot of you because you're always in beta state. Like our brain has 4 states. It's alpha, beta, theta, and delta. Okay? Beta is where we're in right now. You're thinking about my conversation. You're thinking about you laying in bed. You're thinking about, when is this video going to be over? You're looking at the black screen. You're holding your phone, holding your laptop. You're getting expired. Some of you got pissed off about the church conversation. And some of you just texting somebody right now. Some of you, a lot of things are happening right now, right? That's beta. But alpha, when you meditate, You're just thinking about nothing, actually, when you do it well enough. So meditation is a big contributor to my success in all areas of life. You can always get it from Overnight Millionaire. Just go, the links in the bio, folks. The links in the description below. What is the best program you have? What you would recommend to start with? Overnight Millionaire. Just type in Overnight Millionaire in Google, and it will pop up. Good job, Grace Perry. I will get your books. Legal or illegal? What do you mean? You're right, Keen. How does one focus to meditate with main focus? I don't even understand that question. How does one meditate with focus with main focus? What do you mean? What is main focus? So you have to determine what your focus. I'm sure what you're trying to say is you want to be able to focus on one thing. Well, whenever your mind, when you're meditating, okay, you can meditate in a chair, in a bed, it doesn't matter. But when you're meditating and you feel your mind drifting off, all you do is focus on the breathing, okay? So in the beginning, my mind was like the monkey mind, just kept thinking about so much shit, like, oh my God, just too much stuff in my mind, right? So what I would do is I learned this technique. It's called transcendental meditation. And that's when you just focus on the breathing. Like everybody right now, take a deep breath through the nose. Hold it and release slow. Take another deep breath. Hold it. So you feel relaxed, right? We just meditated for like 5 seconds. Because what we did is I focused my mind. I thought about my breathing. So in the beginning, you just start to think until you get really good at it. I've been doing it a long time, so it's easy for me to go into alpha state. But you just focus on the breathing. You just think about the breath coming in your nose and the breath coming out your mouth. And that's all you think about. Coming in and out, in and out, in and out. Before you know it's 5 minutes, then 10 minutes, then 20 minutes, okay? What do you love? How much sleep do you get a night? I don't know. I prefer not to sleep. Maybe 4 hours, 6 hours sometimes. It all depends. What do you love most about yourself? I love that I have the power to create, that I can create anything for myself and for others. What's most important part to building a successful business company? That's easy, Luis, just to believe that you can build it. I know that sounds very simplistic, but it's just what it is. The person that builds a successful business is he just believes he can. It's not about skill level. It's not about mentors and who you're around. It's just about you believing that it's possible for yourself. That's it. How to be unaffected from negativity? Well, it's not about to be unaffected. Negativity, first of all, it's relative. It's all perceptual, which means it doesn't have to be negative. But think about it like this. You can't have a negative without a positive. You can't have winning without losing. So think about negativity as an opportunity to be positive. Make sense? So it's not about being unaffected by it. I think negativity is a response, or is I don't want to say trigger, but it's a realization that you need to do something. Like people that have heart attacks. Well, heart attacks, I believe, was created so people won't just die. Say if you didn't have heart attacks, say if you didn't have diabetes. I think those are alarms. We use that word. Those are alarms. So negativity is just an alarm that you need to do something, right? Like if you have a job and you want to start a business and you lose your job, that's an alarm, right? That's an indicator that you need to do something different. So it doesn't necessarily mean it's negative. It's just an indicator to do something different, right? If someone is treating you wrong in a relationship and they did some emotionally abuse you, physically abuse you, well, that's an indicator. It doesn't mean it has to be negative. It's an indicator that you need to do something different. So you have to thank God for negativity. You have to appreciate the negative experiences because those are indicators that, hey, I need to do something different here, okay? Make a list of your biggest stress in life. I don't have any stress. I don't have no stress at all. How much water do you drink every day? More than a gallon. I walk for 2 hours every morning. That's my meditation. I love it. That's a long walk. Very good. Wesley, I would get your book, but I can't. Okay. Why can't you? Alpha, what is it? So the alpha state is basically, these are called cycles of the brain. I don't want to get too deep into it, but alpha, you can read a book called, it's by Jose Silva, the Silva Mind Method, okay? The Silva Mind Method, it talks all about the brain waves. And yeah, so the alpha is just, think about this. You ever been, when you're like in the zone, you know, you're like, oh man, I'm in the zone right now. Like when everything's just going perfect, that's alpha state, okay? It's when everything just like flows. You're an alpha, okay? I just saw the Mercedes. I can feel it. I can smell it. Awesome, brother. Oh. Any more questions for me? Guys, are you enjoying this Millionaire Midnight Rant with Wesley Virgin? Wesley, $1 billion Virgin. Hit the like and share button for me. Thank you for the likes and shares. I appreciate that. I just appreciate the love here. And by the way, I love all of you. And I do believe that a lot of you are going to be more successful than you are today based off the conversation that you're here tonight. And I know you realize that maybe you need to listen again, because repetition is the mother of skill. Anything that you want to perfect, anything that you want to assimilate. And this goes for the guy that says he wants new beliefs. Well, listen to this over and over again. The more you listen to it, then you'll start to believe it. You start to naturally believe it unconsciously based off the repetition of it. All right, questions for me. Do you believe in the universal laws, the other laws outside of the law of attraction? What are they? I don't know. What are the universal laws? Tell me. You mean gravity? Yes, I do believe in gravity. Want cash? I have plenty of that. What is the best meditation for us to get? You know, it's not about the best meditation. There's so many meditations out there. I could tell you the one that I use, but you just got to find something that you're comfortable with, to be honest with you. Go on Google, type in meditation. There's hundreds of, if not thousands of different videos. Find one that's comfortable for yourself. Because some people believe, well, Wesley, we want yours. And, you know, you think just because you listen to mine, then all of a sudden, you know, you're going to be rich. No, just find something that just works with you. You know, my meditation might not feel the right way. The key is when you're meditating or you're listening to different frequencies or harmonies or tunes, you have to make sure that you feel good, right? The meditation on the tune makes me feel so good. So when you feel good, you're able to manifest faster. You have more organized and clarity of thought, okay? Thank you so much. Appreciate that, wealthy girl. Weather girl. How do you stop a negative habit addiction? Okay, so Patricia, don't think about stopping. Think about replacing, okay? Because anytime you have an addiction, it's because it's something that gives you pleasure, all right? Or it makes you feel good. So it's about replacing. You can't just get rid of it because you need to replace it with something. Like, I don't know what your addiction is, but you just have conditioned yourself to have so much pleasure based off the addiction. So you need to think about the addiction. And as you think about the addiction, think about how much pain you're going to be in if you continue to have that addiction. Just think about how your life is going to derail and how you will soon become a degenerate based off that addiction. It will put you in a very, very low place. And the question is, do you want to be there? Or do you want to replace that addiction with something that is more positive? Something affirmative that's going to make you sexier, prettier, more successful, more abundant, more richer, right? More intelligent, right? That's how you do it. You replace it with something else. It's been 5 months unemployed. Good job. Please tell me how I shall manifest. In the Overnight Millionaire program, if you searched it in Google, I teach you how to manifest. Watch the video. It's a very powerful video. Okay? Thank you. You guys like my view? That's Houston, Texas, folks. I'm getting ready to relocate to Florida. I will keep my place here in Houston, but I will spend 90% of my time in Florida and Miami on the 46th floor, though. Porsche Tower built. So I just found out, guys, I just spent $140,000 so far on furniture. Is that insane? My budget was 90 grand, and I just spent 140,000. So thank God I'm rich. I just didn't want to spend that much, but whatever. My kid, my daughter, her room costs 18,000. My son, 10,000. My room, 25,000. And the living room, I can't remember, like 18,000. It's insane, right? But it's gonna be gorgeous. I think about wherever I live, I have to feel good when I step into my place. That's why I like spending a lot of time in my room, because it looks good, it feels good, it smells good, and it just makes me feel good. It allows me to do great things on the planet. If you live in a very poor, dirty space, then what do you think you're gonna do? Like, some people's houses are so dirty and unorganized. Like, I can't function in clutter. I can always tell a lot about a person about how they keep themselves, their body, their hygiene, and how they live. Some people are disgusting. They're just nasty people. It's insane. Smells bad in their cars, smells bad in their houses. And you don't have to be rich to smell good. That's insane. People got just clothes everywhere, food everywhere. It's insane. And I don't see how you function like that. And like I said, that's a very cluttered. If I'm talking to you and you have a cluttered space, then clean your goddamn house right now. Clean your car now. Like, you'll never see my cars dirty. I wash my cars all the time, like almost every day. If I'm driving a car, I'm just a clean person, right? And I make it a conscious decision to be clean, because when you clean, you feel better. When your house is clean, you feel better. When your car is clean, you feel better. Does that make sense? This is just, I don't know. This is very simplistic. This is just like the obvious. But unfortunately, some people, that's why it's easy to assess or psychoanalyze people, because just go to their houses, go to their cars, look how they carry themselves, look what they wear. They got dirty shoes, dirty nails. I mean, it just tells you a lot about themselves. I like being around very, very clean people, especially if I'm dealing with a woman. She needs to be super, like, insanely clean, like 10 times cleaner than me. She needs to be like on top. I don't like all that. If there's anything dirty, no, I don't deal with that. If you're dirty, I can't be around you. I don't like it, period. Okay? All right. Question for me. Ooh, okay. Hold on. Any more questions? If you guys getting value, just say, Wesley, I love you. This is so much value. I'm just curious. You can say, and it's okay to say you love me. I mean, I love you, so spread the love. You don't have to know a person to love them. You love them because they're giving you value, even though I don't know you personally. I'm giving you value. You can't see into my house. You can see into my house. If your house is dirty right now, get your ass. Be a hoarder. Especially people say, cleanliness is godliness, but you dirty as hell. I'm like, you go to church and you talking about cleanliness, godliness, and you dirty as I don't know what. Dirty body, dirty house, dirty car. That's insane. What's your question, Joseph? Just post it below. I saw your meals have a lot, but you're still in shape. Yeah, because my meals are very healthy, and I eat unhealthy probably 5% of the time. Questions? Hello, people. I do, say something. I'm proud of all of you, and it's because you're still here, still listening, despite what you got to do tomorrow or in a couple hours. You're just decided to listen to a multimillionaire because people say they want to be around it, and you are right now. Like, just imagine if I was in bed next to you, or if you're a man, I'm in the chair. I'm not laying in bed with a man. I'm sorry. But if you're a nice young lady, maybe I'm laying with you, just hanging out. Yeah, you're like in the presence of a true person that started where you are. Maybe not specifically like 100% where you are, right? But I went from zero to millions of dollars. So you're in my aura right now. Like, we can feel each other. You can feel my words. You can feel my compassion. And I do. And this is why I do these videos. I'm not getting paid for this. I'm just giving value to the world, because I believe service leads to greatness. So if I want to be a greater person than I am today, is based off the service that I permeate into the universe, okay? What's up, Morocco? Someone said I was screaming. You're screaming I was in the bed with you? Why would you scream? I promise I'll put clothes on. I promise I won't get naked. I swear to God. I'll put my clothes on. Ladies, I'm a gentleman. Okay? I'll put my clothes on, and I promise you I won't be naked here. Would look like a ghost? Look at that. Look weird, huh? Here we go. I love you guys. You guys are so funny. Okay, what's the question for me, please? Any more questions for me? What's the fastest way to build my email list? Facebook. Instagram, I haven't come across any red lines like deletion of my affiliate. I don't understand the question. Saying affirmation out loud. Absolutely. You should. Always. And you want to scream. Like, you guys notice that I scream a lot, right? I do raise my voice because I'm passionate about what I speak about. Like, I'm talking from the heart. You don't script here. I just feel it that way, so I have to give it the way that I feel it. But like when I'm saying my affirmations, you want to scream or raise your voice because you want to create the synergy or the feeling within your body. Because it's not enough just to say, I'm going to be a millionaire. I'm going to be rich. No, you have to scream, I am. Right? You got to say it with certainty. So raise your voice a little bit. Just like you do when you shout and scream for your sporting events, okay? Or for your girl's birthday party. Oh, girl, you're 21. Oh, girl, you 40. You 50. You 60. You know how y'all do. You just scream for everything. Scream in the club, right? When your favorite song comes on. All I'm doing, win, no matter what. Everybody just screams. But when it's time to scream for themselves, they think it's silly, right? Like, oh, why is he screaming so much? Well, I can say the same thing about you. I just scream and I raise my voice for myself because I love myself, and anything I say with certainty, okay, in the universe, it happens for me. That's why I'm rich. That's why I know I'm going to be a billionaire. I am, because I am a billionaire. See how I did that? Nah, I'm a billionaire. I want to be. I wish. I hope. No. You got to say with certainty, okay? What's up, Sydney fans? Eagle Official. How are you? Good evening. Good morning here. Okay. Question for me. Wesley, do you use ClickFunnels.com? Yes. How much does one-on-one personal coaching cost? $10,000 per hour. How can I get a visa to New York? But I guess you got to go apply for it, sweetheart. How can I get laid more? I'm 21. Focus on the money. How does someone really commit to working out? Make a decision to do it. Are you going to do a mastermind in Miami? Yes. All right, guys, I got 2 minutes left. Like I said, man, I love all of you from the top of my heart. I appreciate you. I feel humble. I feel just so much gratitude that young men and women would take their time out to listen to a video like this. It's 1 hour. It's a lot of listening, a lot of information that you have to gather, and I understand that you will listen again, but I appreciate that you've chosen me as your catalyst or your mentor, right? Your unofficial mentor, that even though I may not meet a lot of you, maybe I will, but you made a decision that maybe I resonated with you, something I said related to you, but most of all, that you're going to go take action. It'll make me feel so amazing if all of you right now would comment the words, I will take action now. And whatever you want to take action on, whatever your dreams and goals are, those are personal to you. But I want you to type it. I will take action on this information. You know what I heard? This is a multimillionaire. He could be in a bathtub with champagne, bathing himself with women. But no, I'm not doing that. I'm here with you, okay? So I want you to comment, I will take action. Don't take what I'm doing for granted, because many rich people won't do this. They just won't. They don't have time. They don't feel like it. They don't care. They don't believe that young people or People that want to be rich, that's what you want to be, and that's what you will always be, wanting to be rich. So they don't have a lot of faith in you. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. This is the talks of the rich people. They just don't have faith in you. I'm gonna be honest. I'm in different groups around the world. They just don't have faith in people like yourself, but I do. Even if I touch one, if one or two people become very successful, I've done my job. Hey, God, this is Wesley Billion.